Financial Holdings started operations in the year 2009, a humble beginning in UAE, in Abu Dhabi. Since then, we have spread across 10 countries. We are licensed by the respective central banks. We are present in all the GCC countries, except for Saudi Arabia for now. We are present in APAC, in Singapore, Hong Kong, Malaysia, Philippines. And in India, we are present in two formats. We have the cross-border payments, we have the Forex, and then we are also into the lending space. And in the GCC, we are the largest in terms of the cross-border payment space. And we also have the wage protection system, the salary processing, the multi-currency, foreign currency cards, and everything out here.
Excellent. Well, let's keep on that theme of cross-border payments. And can you tell me more about Digit 9 and the problems in cross-border payments you're trying to solve?
Absolutely. When we reached a scale, and then we started enabling fintechs onto this cross-border rails, right? So 2 years ago, when the largest fintech here, Kareem, when they approached us, and we started collaborating, and we created a product called Remittance as a Service, RAS, and the likes of Kareem was followed by Paysend, Tabby, and other players into the market. All the such fintechs wanted to enable cross-border payments to their customers. When that started, suddenly we saw the scale increasing. The volume started doubling and other things. And then we found that with new partners, new customer geographies, actually, we found we have to enable new partnerships on the other side for the last mile, right? So we have to integrate with multiple MTOs, which means the IT has to spend 3 to 6 months every time, right? For every project, it's longer. So we calculated the time. If I want to connect with 6 partners, average of 3 months, it is 1.5 years, right? Yeah. Just gone, right?
It's just not possible, is it?
It's not possible. And then you have other banks, other rails coming up. You have stable coins, payouts. You have push to card. You have wallets. And then we suddenly looked at it and said, guys, is this only our problem, or is it an industry problem, right? And when we started speaking, we understood, this is a common problem with everybody. Now, even if a money transfer operator is ready to connect, is the partner on the other side, they are also having the same problem. They are also busy with other things. If you look at the human capital is being used, but everyone is duplicating the work. And there is no innovation. Personally, for me, I've been in the remittance industry for 22 years. Right? And in 22 years, I'm tired. I'm doing the same thing. Only thing is I'm talking to a different partner. We have an API. It is almost same. And you duplicate it. By the time new regulations come, changes, it is kind of getting bored, right? So the second major problem, what we found is the liquidity. Right? As you scale, it is very easy to get into this liquidity black hole, right? And all the remittance works on a pre-funded model. You have to have the liquidity on the other side before you can enable the customer. For example, we have around close to $35 million pre-funding every day, single day on the other side in various geographies. And you can't go wrong. The third part is the fragmented rails of payments, right? Suddenly you get a new, you open up a new opportunity of push to cards, right? Customers want on the cards, and one side you see, I want to, my partner says I want to offer on the, give me stable coins for settlement. So this all, you put in all these things, and then you have the regulatory and compliance issue. So we thought, why don't we create a platform, right? And start off Digit 9 and create a business model around our problem. We clubbed in all these things, and that's how we incorporated our entity in Singapore. We licensed an entity, and then we created this platform there. But when we saw that, and we saw it, we thought the problem is only for people like us who are originating the customers, who are the ones who are touch basing with the customers. But we found that these are the problems even with large money transfer operators. So our first major customers to go was the largest fintech in the whole world, right? So they started using us, and we saw this, and we are scaling Digit 9.
It's a great example. Obviously, the problems you're solving in cross-border payments are amazing, but it's a great illustration of problem solving, isn't it? You think of a problem that's just for yourselves, and then it's suddenly magnified to a much wider scale. So really interesting to hear that. Which technologies do you think could further help with cross-border payments, and how do you feel you can push Digit 9 on even further?
Yeah. So if you mention 2-3 years ago, if anybody speaks blockchain, and then actually people start laughing, right? Now, because it's like everybody walks in and talks about the blockchain. Even if you talk about a e-commerce or a restaurant delivery, food delivery, somebody start talking blockchain. That was the area. But we took it very different. We started using it for the right purpose. So what we have experienced is like when it comes to especially on the liquidity part, right? This business is all about having liquidity at the right place at the right time, right? That means it is based on trust and a lot of credit, right? And to avoid a credit risk, the partners in the ecosystem need to see where is this transactions flowing, where is the money utilized for. So blockchain is an amazing platform of the technology where actually all the partners in the ecosystem get to see the visibility. Second thing is on the KYC, right? So I believe that blockchain used in the right way, on a cost-effective way, it works. The second thing is on the tokenization, the network effect of tokenization, right? So what we do is a player like us have partners across the globe, right? They have equal send and receive, and we become the central layer for partnership for all this orchestration. And there is a huge opportunity for set off, and then there is where actually a native stable coin, native token on the platform can help, right? This helps in efficiency and also actually help in reducing the cost of the fund movement.
And I guess just finally, I mean, obviously all of that is going to keep you very busy by the sounds of it, but what do you see as the main priorities for Digit9, for Lulu Financial Holdings in general over the next year, 18 months?
Seeing this, like the next evolution for Digit9 was like we just finished the incorporation of Digit9 in Delaware, right? So Digit9 is becoming a cross-border payment orchestration platform. We have now connected all the money transfer operators across the globe, talk about all the major ones to the localized ones. We connected them, and we launched our World API in the last Dubai Fintech Summit last week, and which allows any fintech, most of the fintechs, to just connect back to one API called World API and get access to the whole global network, right? And this, if we look at like 2 years ago, this was an impossible thing. The reason is you have different APIs, no standard specification across cross-border payments. But now what we have done is this orchestration layer allows the financial institution who's connecting to Digit9 to bring in their algorithm. So we created the platform. They can put in the algorithm for smart routing, liquidity provision, everything. So the Digit9 also evolved from a platform. We evolved as an ecosystem. So now we invited liquidity providers, third-party liquidity providers, to come in and plug into a platform, look at our customers who are financial institutions, look at what the transactions are doing, give credit to them, right? And then we invited compliance system providers and said, you provide, look at what they're doing, you can give solutions to them. We bring in IBAN validators, say, you want to have a validation service, bring it. So we now becoming like an ecosystem, saying, bring in all the partners together, we become the layer, plug in into each other, discover each other, and work.
Sounds perfect. I mean, I love that. Started off as a platform, now it's an ecosystem, and it'll be great to hear what happens next. So, Joseph, Cleetus, thank you very much for joining me on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Really hope you've enjoyed these conversations from BPC's booth here at Seamless in Dubai. If you have enjoyed this episode, please do give us a positive rating and review on your podcast app of choice. And if you want to get in touch with the show, you can do that via the contact form at csuitepodcast.com. Alternatively, you can find me, Graham Barrett, on LinkedIn. But for now, thank you for listening and goodbye.